Small signal, huh?
No, it is not a small signal. Elementary signal is nothing but the standard signal. Or you know what is the meaning of standard signal? Standard signal in the sense, see, I told already what is random signal and deterministic signal. Random signal, I cannot predict what will be the amplitude, what will be the shape. It can be of anything. But I have a standard signal like sinusoidal signal is also a standard signal, sinusoidal signal. I have a triangular signal like that. I have some standard signal. Why I need a standard signal? Just to analyze the system. You know, signals and systems are always together. Okay. So in order to analyze the system, I should have the standard signals. So standard signals, we call it as an elementary signal. So standard signal, here is the list of standard signal. One is unit step signal. Okay, I want you people to tell me whether have you studied this in the earlier lower semesters or in PU?
Yes, ma'am. Network theory.
Network theory. So you have an
Network theory.
idea. You have an idea about what is yeah, unit step like that. Okay. So we will just revise them if you know already. So one is unit step signal, unit step signal. The other one is unit impulse signal or unit impulse function, and the third one is unit ramp function, and fourth one is complex exponential function, and finally it is sinusoidal function. Sinusoidal function. Okay, just a minute. I'm just connecting the battery. Charge is very low. Just a minute. I'll come back. Okay, so I said first one is unit step, second one is unit impulse, third one is unit ramp, and fourth one is exponential, and fifth one is sinusoidal. Okay, so we are going to just discuss one by one. So quickly we will just discuss it because already you are aware of. So I start with the unit step signal. So unit step signal, the definition, everything you can find it here. And see, unit step signal, it will be having an amplitude of 1 for the positive values of independent variables. Independent variable is nothing but t. So you can see the screen here. With the help of screen, I am just explaining the definition. So the amplitude is 1. The amplitude is 1 for the positive values of t. Positive values of t. You can see positive values of t. And it has an amplitude 0 for negative values of t. That is called as unit step. So this is the definition. And in terms of equation, you know how to write it. U of t is equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0. Even at equal to 0 also the amplitude is 1. And 0 when t is less than 0. I hope you understood this. So similarly, you have a discrete time signal, discrete time unit step signal. So you know discrete time means how the difference is. See here it is not continuous. The waveform is not continuous. You have only the samples. You have only the samples. So you can write this as u of n. In place of t, you will write u of n, which is equal to 1 when n is greater than or equal to 0, 0 when n is less than 0. Okay. So this is the definition of unit step signal for both continuous time and discrete time. So in this book, actually, they have nicely given the information about each signal. See, they have even given the significance of the signal, and some signals where it is applied also. So everything you can go through it. So discrete time signal is a sampled version of continuous time signal. So you know what is the meaning of sample. Already I have explained in the very beginning of the class. So if I take the samples of the continuous time signal, I will get the discrete time signal. So that only they have even given here under the significance. So like that you have so many things. You can just find it here. Now the next signal is unit impulse or delta function. Unit impulse. I used to tell what is the meaning of impulse. Okay, so unit impulse or unit impulse, the other name is delta function. So you can see the definition here and we will see the diagram how it is. So unit impulse signal, what it represents is area under unit impulse approaches 1 as the width approaches 0. So it is better understandable with the help of diagram. You can see the diagram. It is an area 1. You can see here it has an area 1. Area means amplitude, length into breadth is 1, but the width is completely 0. Area is 1, that means it has an amplitude only at n is equal to 0. At other places, it does not have any amplitude. So that is the meaning of the definition. So I will just again go back to the definition. I will show you. So unit impulse function is a delta function. I will tell you why it is delta function. You can see here in the definition itself, they have used delta of t. Unit impulse signal, how to represent it? It is represented using del function. That's why it is also called as delta function. So the area under unit impulse approaches 1. So the amplitude is 1 as its width approaches 0, which should be completely 0. And it has 0 value everywhere except at t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, it has the amplitude 1 and other places it is 0. That is the definition they have given here. The same definition they have given for the discrete time signal. So it is exactly the same. In place of t, you have to write n. Okay. So now you should know mathematically how to write it. Okay, how to write and how to draw. So three things are important. One is definition, other one is mathematical representation, and other one is waveform. All the three are very, very important. So now see here, the mathematical representation is, since the definition is saying area in which the amplitude is 1. That's why I'm taking integration of minus infinity to plus infinity, delta of t dt is equal to 1 at t is equal to 0. This is the definition. This is the mathematical representation. Integration minus infinity to plus infinity, delta of t dt is equal to 1 at t is equal to 0. And other condition also I should say, delta of t is equal to 0 for t is not equal to 0. So for t is not equal to 0, you can see in all the places the delta of t is equal to 0 in the diagram. Okay. And similarly, I should write for the discrete time signal the expression and the diagram. And see, when you do the diagram for continuous time, you should show the arrow. It represents continuous time signal. And when you do in discrete time, you should show it as a sample. Okay, so it is a bubble, that should be a bubble. And you can see the equation. So for discrete time, the integration is not performed. So directly we can write, there is no integration operation. See, why there is no integration operation? Can anybody guess and tell me? So far we are talking about discrete time, the difference between discrete and continuous. Why we cannot use integration here? Integration of delta of n. Can anybody? Yes, Lakshmi. Lakshmi, I think, are you there? You are there? Why can't we perform integration here for delta of n? See, I said for continuous time it is integration. Why not here integration for discrete time? Do you have the answer? If yes, you tell, otherwise say no.
No, ma'am. Yesterday I have not attended class.
Okay, Suhas. Suhas, simple thing. If you analyze it, you can easily tell me. Suhas, unmute it and get me the answer. Suhas, idea. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಸುಹಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ದೆನ್ Ambika. ಹೆಸರು ಕರಿಬೇಕಾ? ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ತಾನೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್?
Yes, ma'am.
ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ ಅಂಬಿಕಾ, ಏನಪ್ಪ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ? ವೈ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಟೈಮ್?
The values doesn't change.
ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ಗೂ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ 1 ಅಂತ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. Suhas, I think now you have joined. Can you get me the answer, Suhas? For discrete time, ಯಾಕೆ integration and draw ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Why I am not taking integration operation? Simple answer. Mahesh, Suhas. ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. See, discrete time signal is not continuous. Continuous is your continuous time signal is continuous like this. It is continuous. Continuous iruvaga we will perform the integration operation. Here we have, for each sample there is a discontinuity in the amplitude. I hope you are getting it. If there is a discontinuity in the amplitude, then definitely for any discrete time signal I cannot perform the integration. Instead of integration, what operation I can perform? Now can you tell me at least? Differentiation. It should be summation. Even we have solved the problems in the earlier class. We added the samples at each n value. Do you remember or not? It should be a summation. Okay. It's okay, fine. So now I hope all of you understood the two different signals which we have discussed so far. So now coming to the ramp signal. Ramp signal, you know what is the notation for ramp signal? It is R of t. Okay, R of t. And for discrete it is R of n. You know ramp signal, how it looks like? I will show you the diagram, then come to the definition. So is it right? The ramp signal is like this. The ramp signal, you have ramp signal like this. It keeps growing like this. So can I say at t is equal to 1 the amplitude is 1? You just see here. At t is equal to 2 the amplitude is 2. At t is equal to 3 the amplitude is 3. At t is equal to 4, what will be the amplitude? Yes?
4.
4. So I hope you understood the relation between the amplitude and time in case of ramp signal. Okay. So now we will how to write this diagram in terms of equation. See, I have written the equation R of t is equal to t. That too when t is greater than or equal to 0. For t less than 0, I do not have any signal. So that's why it is 0. For t less than 0, the amplitude is 0. Okay. Only for t greater than or equal to 0, I have given the expression R of t is equal to t. See, why here R of t is equal to t? Can anybody tell me why it is t now here? Why t? Because the amplitude is different at different times, right? If it is R of 0, if it is R of 0, t is 0, here also it is 0. The amplitude is 0. If t is 1, that means if time is 1, then the amplitude is also 1. That's why they have given R of t is equal to t. I hope you are following this concept. Why R of t is equal to t? If I write R of t is equal to t square, will it be correct as per the diagram? Tell me. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
R of t is equal to t square. If I write, is it correct? I am asking for this diagram. How is the relation? It should be directly equal to t. I hope you are getting it. So the meeting may disconnect in another 1 minute. So if it is disconnected, you people should join back. So now I will come to the definition. It is linearly growing function. You know what is the meaning of growing function? See, it keeps growing like this. growing function for only the positive values of the independent variable. You see that only for the positive values. Okay. So similarly, I can write the definition for the discrete time signal. Okay. So now you can see discrete time signal, how to differentiate the diagram for continuous time and discrete time. You can see at n is equal to 0, 0, at n is equal to 1, you have a sample. At 1, amplitude is 1. At n is equal to, the amplitude is 2. At n is equal to 3, the amplitude is 3. Like that, you should draw the diagram. So now, can you see, even for the discrete time also I have written R of n is equal to n. So you know why we have written. And below R of t equal to t, I have written one more equation. R of t is equal to t into u of t. So what it represents, you know, u of t is nothing but unit step function. So here, if you write R of t is equal to t into u of t, what it represents is, I am relating ramp signal with respect to unit step signal. How I am relating it? If I multiply t with unit step signal, I will get R of t. Similarly here, R of n is equal to n into u of n. So if I multiply n with unit step signal, I will get the ramp signal. Is it fine now up to this, everyone? Can anybody unmute and tell me? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now the meeting may disconnect. So after we join the meeting, I will continue the next topic. Okay. So it may disconnect at any time. So I will just continue in the next meeting. So join back.